Hello there, Kingless here from the One Pounds Armory, and today I'm just going to quickly explain this maille shirt that I'm about to sell off to, well, anyone who's buying it. Dan's in line first, so he gets first pick. In any case, in around the early, middle, late 15th century, entirely the entire 15th century, we're gonna see maille shirts like these. Some of them are just being thrown on, and many of them, for efficiency's sake, they are actually strapped in the front. Sometimes they're laced on, they're strapped on. And these are essentially, I think what happens at the halberd, kind of like you don't need the bottom part, they cut it off and they make it more tailored, and they become really nicely tailored. I'm wearing my arming doublet underneath, and these things are very comfy. I love wearing these. I have got hit with steel swords and synthetic swords through this, and I don't feel much, except the elbow. So at that point I was wearing an elbow cup. It was fine. But the thing is that these are really comfortable. I love it, and it's because they have underneath the armpit, there's like more fabric. There's a little pocket right here that makes it so that when you bend your arm, it actually have more fabric. So then if you kind of straighten your arm, it can have this loose little dangly bit, and you need that. They do behave like a steel fabric, and they're so comfy. But the thing is that there is still there is still weight, of course, to these, and they're kind of weight like. Feels like I'm wearing a wet winter jacket. It's kind of the weight of it. Most of the weight is actually on my shoulder right now, distributed through my arm. And these are actually supposed to be very tight to your body. Just because the more metal you're wearing, it doesn't really do more than having less metal. You just carry more weight. So you want it really closely tailored to your body. And the back side is just going to be a full back side. So the back is one whole sheet. Now these would usually go around your true waist. So when you put your cure, you can actually fight in these independently. Like some people just do wear these and just go fighting. Especially we see Italian does a lot. Italian wear a full maille shirt underneath, and then they have their breastplate on. And it's quite comfy. You're defended by slashes. If you get stabbed by, you have to get a really good puncture before you get through chainmail. If a blade do get through you, it's only like a little bit, unless you pop a maille. Then sure, then you're gonna die. But in any case, for most of the situation, these are really comfy. And if you get hit by a mace, I guess you just die as well, because you feel everything. Like if you poke yourself through these, you will feel it. So in that case, really good for just light armor use. And so many people, what they do is that they actually buy one of these jackets and one of these maille shirts. I guess they're a jacket now, it's fine, I put on like a jacket anyway. You can actually cut it up. So when people actually cut up their maille shirt, what happens is that you actually want to just leave area where the most vulnerable, especially under armpit, especially arm area, to be protected. Now after they cut it up, let's just say right now in this jacket, I cut the back open, so then I have two halves. Take away a bit of pieces that you don't really need. Let's say your arm really doesn't have to be that long. You only need it about right here, mid-section of your forearm, just because your vambrace is going to be covering most of that anyway. So once you do that, you have a much lighter jacket, and it only covers where it's exposed that your armor, your harness can cover. So even if you don't need a full jacket, buy a full jacket anyway, because you're gonna find a use for it, and it's fantastic. And the thing is that all these little bits and pieces, I save all my maille pieces for, well, funny enough, if you actually have like a stainless steel version of one, you can actually use it to like scrub your pots and pans, and they're amazing. Don't use a zinc plated one to do that, because you don't want to eat zinc, it's pretty bad. So this shirt right here, the one I'm wearing, it's actually mild steel rings inside, and I think it's I think these are 8mm ring. They're not full centimeter yet, because I'm 6cm ring. It's actually millimeter is actually much thinner. So you see that it's much thinner, whereas these ones are actually much bigger. So you see the difference? Focus. Come on, camera, focus. There you go. You see the ring difference? Very different. So the thing is that in terms of fighting wise, I always use a mild steel zinc plated one, just because I hate the rusting element. But for show, I would always use my my brass one, just because they look so good. It's beautiful. It's like a fabric. It's so pretty. But the thing is that you don't really want to fight in them. That's gonna probably break. Now, one thing you will notice when wearing maille shirt is that it does kind of trap a bit of heat in there, I guess, but not really that bad. So I actually quite like wearing it. But the biggest problem that I really have, enough of me saying how good it is that when the rivets, like these little rivet parts, every single one of these links are going to be riveted together by these little, well, they're little nuts essentially. They're little bolts and stuff like that, right? So, not bolts, what do they call? Rivet, whatever. In any case, so these guys, when they are excessively big, some of them could be protruding quite a bit. So what happens is that sometimes when I bend my elbow, one of them gets stuck onto another ring. Let's say even if I put my hand together and rub it, you see how my hand's actually like stuck together? Like I'm trying to pull them apart and yeah, there you go. You see how it's locked? Yeah, just now. In any case, so when that happens, sometimes the linking can get so bad that you actually get stuck in it. So just wearing a male shirt, unless I'm wearing my brass one, which is very, very flat, then it does get pretty annoying. There's once that I was fighting in one of these and it gets stuck in my arm, is actually just stuck in this motion, so I actually cannot move this arm at all, and it was really embarrassing. So what I've been doing is that I take a hammer, I just hammer down every one of these. I started with the most important part, the part that moves the most, which is armpit, of course your joint area, and a little bit along here, because when you move your arm like that, you will get stuck. So I've been hammering these down, and after a while, it was fine. Nothing wrong with it. Well, in that case, and I guess going straight to the sizing. So my arm, these ones are actually a little bit longer, and so it goes all the way down over to the length of my arm. And this one right here, all the way up to my shoulder, it came to around 21 inch, roughly 53 centimeter. And then for the shirt lengthwise, we're going to count from the shoulder all the way down, and it comes to roughly around 19 inches, and it comes to around loosely about 50 centimeter. Well, in that case, just kind of figured I should quickly show you guys what a male shirt would look like, and how they really behave, what they should really feel like, and the pros and cons of these. Well, of course, pros, they look really, really cool. You can wear them anywhere you like, and they're very, very comfy. Most of the time, people put these on and they just put on a front chest plate. You're not going to get hit in the back anyway because you don't run away, right? Anyways, you put a front chest plate on and off you go. You can do whatever you need. And many times we do see depiction of 16th century garniture, which is this full suit of armor that has a whole bunch of, it's kind of like an army, sorry, it's kind of like an armor Barbie doll. It's kind of like how I call garniture. You have your base model and then you swap different parts out as you need. Kind of funny, I call them Barbie dolls. But in that case, we do see garniture having a suit of mail that goes with the suit. Many times they are going to be for, I believe they're called demi-lancer. Demi-lancer is like a light cavalry unit where they are riding out and just using a short spear and they will going to do some work. They do wear a chainmaille shirt with usually some sort of cuirass on, and then their burgundy, whatever they have wearing. Or if not, we do see almost sometimes when they are doing like rotella or anything to do with shield and then a sword and a spear, you will see them wearing mail shirt as well, just because it's very comfy for foot combat, and they still provide you with enough defense that you can get your job done. As long as all your vital organs are protected by a shield of metal, your cuirass, you should be fine. So I love wearing these. It's great, and you can actually buy them in a lot of places. I didn't buy this on eBay. Of course, I bought this from Dana, which I don't think Dana made Dana from Asia's Army. I don't think he made these. He just had a bunch of these lying around in his basement, and one of my hangout with him, I just went like, oh, what's that? And I opened it up and changed my shirt, and he's like, it's for sale. I'm like, great, I'll take it. I didn't even ask for the price. I bought it anyway. In that case, because I needed one. And it solved my problem. It was great. So in that case, they are really nice, really light, really defensive. For HEMA use, they're great. For reenactment, even better. And for LARP, I guess you can run around in this for the whole day if you really want to. But in any case, whatever you need, chainmaille shirt, it's fantastic. But then the con is that you have to make sure all these little rings, they are popping, they are like stabilized and down, and they're not like moving around anymore. Because if it is, they just get really awfully annoying. So, what else you can do with one of these? Aside from you cutting it up, turning into voiders, wearing it as a shirt, or using it as a cleaning tool, it's fun to experiment a lot of things with these actually. I cut many pieces and I start incorporating them into my sabatons. In the middle to late 15th century, for some reason, the Italian has a piece of little mail that's underneath their paulings, and then the greave is still on there. I don't know why it was, so I experimented a bit of that. I cut out one of these shirts and turn it into a faux a feet defense, because we do see that in 16th century, where they just have mail covering over the shoe and a little, well, just the steel toe part is, the toe part is going to be covered by a piece of steel. It's kind of like steel toe shoes. but back then. So, well, in that case, I rambled enough. Just want to show you guys this really interesting mail shirt that I have that's currently on sale. Well, in that case, signing off for now. It's King Glaze here from the Waterfront Armory, and if you guys have any question about chainmails, fighting one of these, or actually doing whatever you need for medieval use, let me know. I'm always happy to share. See ya!